Spinny, another week, another video for picks. Yeah, I like that face. You know why?
Uh-huh.
You
Why?
know
Because
why?
I'm the Lord of Picks, baby? That's why?
Hardy and Hardos. He claims to be Lord of Picks, but he only went 6-9 in week 3. What are
The
we talking about?
69.
Or week 4? I mean, what are we talking about? 6-9, and I went 11-4. Wow, Spinny, you got some catching up to do, man. 5-game lead for me entering week 5. I love this. This is
Bus
awesome.
has one good week after getting his tail kicked last year, and he thinks
Oh,
he's
come
the next
on.
coming of the Vegas line makers.
All
So,
right, let's
should we
let's
get
hear him
into
then.
it? Let's get
Let's
into
hear him.
it.
Come on.
First game, 8:30, London, England. Your Minnesota Vikings are the home team. New York against the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Vikings are favored. Sorry, I don't have the line for you right here for some
Two
reason.
and a half
Vikings
points.
favored by 2.5. Who you got?
This man right here is gonna give Sauce the sauce. Okay, I'm
Woo!
taking the Vikings. Absolutely, 5-0 start for the Minnesota Vikings. Come on now.
That's wild. Taking the Vikings as well. I think Addison is going to be the difference maker here in this game. Jets' run defense has been kind of sketchy up and down. Their pass defense has been pretty good, but we've seen how open our receivers are. And the biggest difference is going to be the amount of pressure we're going to get on Aaron Rodgers. Like, the Jets' O
Absolutely.
line sucks. It's consistently been their worst thing throughout this season, and the way the defense is looking, I just think we're going to be in Rodgers' face all day long. And I
I
think
mean,
that's
the
a good recipe
Broncos
for
were
us
right.
winning. Yeah.
The Broncos last week, where Flores is going to be dicing them up. I think. I will admit, though, I am a little worried just about the overseas aspect. You just can
Yeah.
never really know what's
True.
going to happen in these games, to be honest.
True.
So, but either way, rocking with the home team.
Ravens at Bengals divisional game. Ravens -3. Who you got?
I think you said it best last week. You were a little ballsy picking the Panthers, but I think you were right when you said the Bengals were pretenders. The
Hmm.
Ravens are looking so damn good now. Now that they just keep handing the ball off Derrick Henry, I'm going to just keep riding that. Ravens.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are pretenders now. Them going 1-4, that's pretty much a playoff death sentence, and
Yes.
I am hesitant to do that to a team with so much talent and such a good quarterback, but I agree. The Ravens run offense looks so good, and the Bengals run defense can't stop a nosebleed. So
Exactly.
we're gonna go with Baltimore at Cincinnati. Another divisional matchup in the next game. Anthony Richardson and the Colts head down to Jacksonville to face the prince who was promised in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got?
This is tough because I don't know the status of Anthony Richardson. I
Mm-hmm.
would be more confident, actually, if Joe Flacco was starting. I
Really?
just, oh yeah, I just love this. Like he just like last week he came in and beat the Steelers defense. Like he wasn't even it's not like he came into the week as the starter. So he just
Yeah.
came off the bench and just beat them. Like it's crazy how he could just will teams to wins in the regular season at that age, especially. It makes no sense at all. So that's a little worrisome, especially Jonathan Taylor too. He's likely to miss. So Spinny, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I
You're
think I'm
taking
giving your
it. You're
Jags.
taking the Jags. Yeah. Let's go.
They
We
get
are
their
gonna
first win.
we are gonna take better coach, better quarterback. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, I didn't get any
They're
flack on
finally
that.
on
I
the
didn't get any
board.
flack on that.
Finally on the board. That's all I'm going to say. One win, one
uh,
and four.
just to set the record straight, I do think Steichen is better than Peterson. Just had to get buses going a little bit. Another divisional game, week 5, the divisional matchups. We got Dolphins at Patriots. Dolphins are -1/2 point right now. Who you got?
This is such a gross game. Um,
Awful. This will not even make TV. Like if I had 7 TVs, this wouldn't make TV 7.
Literally. I mean, here we, had somewhat faith in Tyler Huntley. We're like, oh, not Skylar Thompson anymore. Tyler Huntley, he's won some games with the Ravens. Sure, he's got Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Devon Achan. Why not? And then they scored like 12 points against the Titans. What are we talking about here? I'm going the home team Patriots. Just like I just can't trust this Dolphins team right now at all.
See, I want to make up games and pick against you, but I just don't think the Dolphins are going to score above 10 points in this game. The Pats
They,
defense
I just
is
don't get it
legitimately
though.
good, and they're going to get pressure on whether it's Thompson or Huntley, and
Exactly.
so we're going to go with New England as well. I hate this game. All
It's the
right,
worst game.
next, possibly one of the worst quarterback story in the league. Deshaun Watson heads to the Washington Commanders to face one of the best quarterback stories in the league, Jaden Daniels, Mr. 85% completion. Who you got?
What did I tell you last week, Spinny, that Jaden Daniels was going to do? He was going to walk into Arizona and take care of business and destroy Kyler Murray. I literally said destroy Kyler, exact words. What did he do? 42-14. He destroyed Kyler and the Arizona Cardinals. This man's going to keep it rolling, especially at home. And the factor that the fact that we said last week, remember, we're neither of us are like ever going to pick Deshaun Watson and the Browns anymore this year. It's just like to that point where I just can't stand this dude and he is terrible. There's just no way they're going to go on the road and beat this efficient of an offense in the Commanders.
Agreed. Even though the Commanders' defense is bad, and I think they will get exposed eventually, given that,
Right, for sure.
I'm gonna pick them at home over the Browns. I just don't think this is even gonna be a close matchup.
Me either.
Okay. One of my favorite games of the week up
Let's
next.
go.
Josh Allen and the recently blown out Buffalo Bills travel to Houston to face Stroud and the struggling to click Houston Texans. Who you got?
There will be no Stephon Diggs revenge game against the Bills. I am taking the Bills. I kind of like how you said, coming off a blowout. I just love Josh Allen in these bounce back spots, especially during the regular season. So I'm taking the Bills because of that.
Bills -1 in this game.
Yep.
I this is gonna be one I'm gonna risk it on. I think the team's good enough, and I think I can make up ground here. So we're gonna take the home team. We're gonna take Houston. Being a road Warriors didn't work too well for me last week, so let's stick with the
No,
home
it did
team here
not.
on this one. Another absolute trash matchup. The Andy Dalton-led Carolina Panthers travel to Soldier Field to take on Caleb Williams and the very up and down Chicago Bears. Who you got?
Can you believe this spread is 4 points?
Right now it's 5.5 according to ESPN Bet. So I know the opening line was 4, but I see Bears -5.5 currently.
Yeah, it is 5.5 now.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, lots of money coming in on the Bears.
I don't
In the
buy that.
last
I'm
two
taking the
days.
Panthers. I don't even care.
Ooh,
Like you said, the Bears are so up and down this year, and the Panthers have looked way better with Andy Dalton. So
yeah. Low key, I think this is a free win for me. I think the Bears D is too good to. I think the Panthers offense is going to look bad against the Bears D, which has been up and down. But I've seen in the last 2 weeks some better play from them, especially in the secondary. So thanks for giving me this. I'm going to take my free one up on you and take the Bears at home
here Spinny
against
goes, making
Carolina.
his record worse and worse.
Another one of these absolute garbage town divisional games. We got the Raiders traveling to Mile High City to play the Broncos. Who you got?
Give it to me, Spinny. I know who you want to pick. Come on. Tell me.
I don't know who
Tell
I
me.
want to pick.
Say
Who
it.
do you want
Do
to
it.
pick?
Do it again. You just did it the first time, so do it
I
again.
just want to know if you're going to give me the 1.5 spread in this game.
Why?
If you're going to give me Raiders plus 1.5.
Why would
Come
I
on.
do that?
Come on, give
Why
it
would
to
I
me.
do that?
Give it to me.
Why
Give
would
it
I
to
do
me. Give it
that?
to me.
I'm not doing that. I'm taking
All
the
right.
Broncos at home. No
Oh.
Devontae Adams. I
Yeah.
don't trust that. I think that's going to play a key factor. The Broncos D has looked tremendous so far. They slowed down the Jets completely last week. So if they're able to do that to Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, I mean, Brees Hall had 10 carries for like 4 yards. So I
Newsflash,
think they're
Brees
going to be
Hall's
able to.
mid.
Oh my God, get out of here. Get out of here. I think they're going to take care of the Raiders offense, though, if they're able to do that to the Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Denver too. As much as I want to pick the team in Vegas, I just can't do it coming off of what we've seen. So I agree with you. I think the Denver D is good, and I'm gonna stick with them there on that. Giota's Arizona Cardinals travel to San Francisco to face the newly revived San Francisco 49ers. Niners are favored by 7.5. Who you got?
Taking the home team Niners, your frisky Cardinals are about to fall to 1-4. That's tough.
Are you going to let me dig my own grave and give me the 7 points here?
Let's
I
do it.
won't even need
Let's do
seven
it.
and a half. Give me seven
Come on.
points.
Let's do it.
Let's go! We're going to do what we do here on our picks, apparently, and do straight insanity and pick the same team over and over. Giota's Cardinals. I got faith in you. I got the Cardinals +7 at San Francisco. That was the second 3 o'clock game. Moving to the third 3 o'clock game. A game that should be very interesting. Jordan Love. Healthy or not, we will see. And the Green Bay Packers travel to the unhealthiest place in America, Los Angeles, to face the perennially injured LA Rams. Who you got?
That was so beautifully put. That was amazing. I gotta take the Packers. Healthy or not, or fully healthy, I should say, or not. Jordan Love still almost put up 400 yards last week on us. He did look. It was up and down, but when he was at his highs, you could tell why the Packers have been so up on him since the day they drafted him. So pile that or factor that in with all the injuries the Rams have. I just don't see it for the Rams. So I'm taking Packers.
Yeah, I think the Packers are too good. I mean, part of me wants to pick the Rams at home. They are a much better home team than an away team this year.
That's
And
true.
over
Yeah,
the last 2 years, especially. And I don't quite know where Jordan Love is, but Love looks so good against the Vikes D last week. It's hard for me to go away from him. So we are going to pick Green
exactly.
Bay at the Rams. Last of the afternoon slate. Your Brian Dayball led New York Giants travel all the way across country to Seattle to face the red hot Seahawks. Who you got?
I will not pick Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
If you're
Especially
if you're picking the Giants in this game, I'm excuse my French, but you're a fucking idiot. Giants
literally.
traveling across the country, flight situation. No one goes into Seattle and wins, and I'm be
Exactly.
damn sure Daniel Jones ain't going into Seattle and winning, especially with how good Seattle looks right now. So
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think if you pick the Giants in this game, you are mentally
Especially the offense too. Seattle's
worried.
offenses look so good. They got JSN, DK. They got Kenneth Walker back and healthy now. Paired him with Zach Charbonnet. Their offense is just too good. They're going to destroy the Giants. I 6.5. I'm seeing unless it's
Yep.
changed. Um, I would take that even -6.5. Even I think this is going to be a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, I mostly agree. Sunday Night Football. The two biggest bandwagon franchises in the league face off against each
Excellent,
other. Your
excellent.
most hated Dallas Cowboys travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steel City. Steelers -2. Who you got?
I hate to do this
You're not
because
going to do it.
I'm going to do it. With how shitty they've looked, I shouldn't be doing this.
Give me the free W. I love free one-ups
You
on you.
can
Give it
take
to
it.
me.
I think Cowboys are bouncing back.
Take
Take
them.
your
Take
Steelers.
the
Take them.
bum ass Cowboys. Bum. This team ain't making the playoffs. That's how bummy they are. This
Not
team's
the
gonna
way
have
they've looked. That's for
this
sure.
team's gonna have a worse record than the Philadelphia Eagles. That's how bum they are. That's what I'm thinking this year on them. And the
Could
Steelers
happen.
defense at home is too good. Fields has just been efficient and perfect game managing from him so far this season. Got to give him huge credit. And Tomlin, huge credit for being able to get that out of him. You've seen the good
Yeah.
coaching from the Steelers on both sides of the ball. We're going to take the Steelers at home over Dallas. Monday Night Football. Aikman and Buck on the call. And my guy, Derek Carr, and the
Oh
New
my
Orleans
God.
Saints travel to Kansas City to face the best team in the league. Who you got?
Yeah. The best team in the league is who I have. Absolutely. At home in prime time, Mahomes is easily going to outduel your man's Derek Carr.
Saints are +5. I actually think that's that's kind of a line I like.
That's
I
I think that's a little too far too. I agree.
I am gonna take Kansas City straight up, but I do think like Kansas City has been the absolute kings over the last 4 years of winning close games. Like it's
Yes.
insane how many close games they win. And even this year, 17-10, 22-17, 26-25, and 27-20. All one possession games from Kansas City this year. So I think the line here could be a little bit of a trap if you're a betting man and trying to bet Kansas City. But straight up on picks, I'm gonna go Chiefs over Saints to cap off our Week 5 picks. Can't wait to catch up and absolutely dub bust this week.
No chance. No chance, bro. But we'll see.